The XJS was the longest running model of Jaguar that they ever made. It was released in 1975 and ran all the way to 1996, which was nearly 21 years in production. It had a few different variants that were released. It started out with what they call the pre-HE engine, then they changed to the HE engine, which is a cylinder head upgrade, and then in the early 90s they put a 6-litre V12 in it. They had some variants of 6-cylinder engines. They had a 3.6-litre 6-cylinder and also a 4-litre 6-cylinder. Very few of them made it to Australia. Very few manuals ever made it to Australia too. A manual behind one of these I reckon would be absolutely fantastic. But I don't know how you'd like to drive it, because I don't think there'd be anywhere to put your left foot. There's really not a lot of room there now, let alone having a clutch pedal in the road. But I reckon you'd probably give that small sacrifice up for the way it would drive. There are people that will convert them to manuals. They put Supra 5-speed gearboxes behind them. I've never driven one, but don't know. It would go a lot better, but how it would make the car feel and sound, I don't really know. On the track it'd be a fantastic car. These were a very good, very fast race car in their day as well. Tom Walkinshaw won the European Touring Car Championship with them 3 years in a row, I think. He also won Bathurst in 1985, which I've already said before. The Australian cars couldn't touch them. I've driven a lot of, American muscle cars and Australian muscle cars of the late 70s era as well. And I'm telling you what, this thing would run rings around any of them for performance, handling, comfort. It's incredibly comfortable compared to those cars. It's got good brakes and it handles, so that probably doesn't make it a muscle car. Muscle car fans aren't going to like me saying that, but it is true. Muscle cars go in a straight line, that's about all they do. Well, this thing goes in a straight line, and it handles and stops pretty well as well. Anyway, all that said, it's back to the garage to see if we can balance a 50-cent piece on the fuel rail of the engine, which I don't think we're going to be able to do. But we'll soon see, and we'll sign off from there. But this has really, really been a treat to drive this car. I've been driving it for hours now. I'm going to have to put some petrol in it for the fella that I borrowed it off. Otherwise he's going to get annoyed at me. Anyway, we'll see you back at his garage. I don't know if you can hear me, but let's give it a try, shall we? I don't believe it. I don't believe you can do it. Look at that. It will balance. Can we rev it? Unbelievable. And I think it wobbling's the breeze blowing it around more than anything else. See if we can rev it up again. Look at that. Probably about 2,500 RPM. Amazing. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Review Your Ride of the 1986 Jaguar XJS. I'm John Green. We'll see you next time.